Here we go, Gong Show Tarot. Welcome, we have a new guest, special guest, JP, Jean-Phillipe, Martin La. Bonjour, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, thank
Great.
you. How are you?
I'm very well. And you're joining us from downtown Los Angeles, is that right?
I'm actually in the Beverly Hills.
Oh, the land of the celebrities.
Exactly, in the middle of the actors, beautiful houses and everything. Yes.
Oh, lovely. See, we're very new to the entertainment business here at Gong Show Tarot, so this might be a learning opportunity for us. You might be able to teach us some tips about television. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Ask me anything.
now, Jean-Phillipe, you're originally from Wallonia, is that right?
Yeah, I'm Belgian. So yeah, you want a little history of Belgium?
I would love that. Yeah, I didn't do my research. I meant to look up Wallonia before we came on, but I didn't have time. So yeah.
Yeah, well, Belgium is a very, very small country, but at the same time very complicated. So the north of Belgium is Dutch-speaking, Flemish, we say. So they speak Flemish, Dutch, and the southern part is Wallonia. It's the French-speaking part of Belgium, and Brussels, with it, which is the capital, would be bilingual. So we would have French and Dutch.
French and Dutch.
Yes.
And do you speak, are you multilingual? You speak French and Dutch?
My mother tongue is French. I was born in Liège, which is like a town in Wallonia. And I learned, at school I learned Dutch, but actually my English is better.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, your English is great. And I should say, May the 4th be with you. Because it is May the 4th. And,
yes, you need that.
Are you a Star Wars fan,
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm a journalist, but I will talk about that later.
Of course.
I think two years ago, I went to this big convention. Was it in Atlanta, I think? For Star Wars. I covered it for my... That was great, with all these people with the costumes and everything. That was crazy.
Nice. And do you have a favorite character, a favorite Star Wars character?
I think maybe Princess Leia.
Princess Leia? That's awesome. I wouldn't have guessed that.
What about your favorite character?
I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's my favorite. I have to say. And the droids. I mean, R2-D2, I was quoting him this morning, you know, beep, beep, boop, beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, they're all great, actually.
They're all great. Yeah. George Lucas, I think he wrote the original, right?
Yeah, he did. Yes. Yeah. In 1977. Yes.
And now Disney owns all of it.
Yeah, they have this new show, The Mandalorian. Yes.
That's awesome.
Disney. Yes.
Now you're a healer. You're a spiritual healer.
Yeah,
now you cover some really sensitive material, and sometimes it can bring up stuff for people that's maybe a little frightening. How do you handle that personally, or how do you handle that for your clients?
Oh wow. Well, my thing is I want to help people, and that's why, long story short, I discovered my hands could heal and everything. So yes. To answer bluntly your question, I deal with people with anxiety and depression. How do I handle it? I'm going to give you a secret. I think because myself moving to the States 8 years ago, I experienced a lot of anxiety myself. Before I found out that my hands could heal, that I had this intuitive ability to really scan people and see where were the blockages, emotional, physical. So I know and people usually coming to me for healing are, dealing with anxiety and depression. And I've been through that myself because I'm only human.
And that's a huge problem for a lot of people are going through that right now.
Oh yeah.
Now, do you call it Reiki, JP, or do you just say it's healing?
Well, okay, so I need to really explain a little bit. So I moved to the States, and 8 years ago, I've had a relationship with a guy for 4 years, and at some point, I don't know, I felt compelled to heal, to put my hands on his back because he had like lower back issues, and I felt like something was saying to me like, help, you can heal, you can heal. So I was putting
Wow.
my hands on his back.
So
And
are you clairaudient, Jean-Philippe? Like, did you
yes,
actually, you are
yeah.
clairaudient? Okay.
So I actually get things in my head, like I say things. It's like someone is like
So you can hear it.
telling me
Yeah.
things, and
Interesting.
then I say things to people, and I tell them it's not really me saying that.
Yeah. Wow, that's fascinating. See, I identify as being clairsentient. So I kind
How
of
does
just,
it work for you?
for me, it's a combination of claircognizant and clairsentience. So it's certain things I just know and I don't know where they come from. And then certain things I feel and I don't
Oh,
know where it
okay.
comes from. But I don't hear, I'm not clairaudient. I don't, not to my knowledge, I don't hear voices myself.
It's not really voices, but it's just like a message that
A message, okay,
like
like a
I'm being
calling. Yeah.
delivered. You know, it's really it's
So
hard
did
to.
did the voices or did the message did it tell you to travel to America or
Well,
did this happen after?
it's actually a therapist in Belgium. That's a good question. A psychic. She was therapy. She's therapist and psychic, and her son was in LA. And she said, you know, you're gonna go to LA. You're gonna go to the States. And I was like,
Wow. So she
and
knew.
I was so myself, I was so distressed and lost at that time in my life. And being a journalist, I had been to LA so many times before.
Yeah, you were
For,
an entertainment journalist, weren't
yeah,
you?
I
Like you
am
went to
still. Yeah,
you
I'm
still
still
do that. Yeah.
I still do that. So I
That's
was
cool.
like covering junkets in Los Angeles already, and so I thought, okay, I think it can work. I can come here with a journalist visa and
Why
work.
not? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I did. And then, you know, I think it's a question of energy. I think Belgium was not allowing me, enabling me to really find out and express my energy healing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but coming here where the energy is, everything is so broader, it's so bigger, and the energy is like moving, circulating way better here. um
Cool. And the
yeah,
sunshine, right? Like the sunshine is beautiful
yeah,
in Los Angeles. I can
the
see it streaming in behind you. That's gorgeous.
yeah, oh yes, yeah, it's
Now, do
very
you go
beautiful.
outside with everything going on? Are you still going outside regularly?
For now, I've been pretty much inside. I mean, I have this beautiful house. I'm so
Hmm.
blessed. There's a pool and everything. Uh,
You
but
should go
so I
swimming.
don't
Yeah.
feel like, yeah, I don't feel like I should go out because I'm so, but I want to go back. They shut down all the trails, you know, for
Yeah. And are they finding people? Like if they catch you biking, are they issuing fines?
I'm not sure. Maybe you can
Okay.
still like squeeze and, you know, but
Yeah.
they're gonna reopen hopefully in 2 weeks, like
Good.
slowly the
Good.
trails. What's the situation in British Columbia?
Here, I mean, I'm in Chasm and area, and it's pretty much back to normal. People are going out, they're doing their shopping. I mean, there's certain things like we're keeping what they call social distancing
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
all the shopping centers, and then some smaller businesses that were closed are now reopening, which is great,
Oh
because they've
yeah,
had quite a financial hit because of
absolutely.
all this.
Yeah, I think the biggest hit is the economy for all these people shutting down their shops and everything, their
And people
stores.
in the entertainment industry too. I've
Oh
noticed a
yeah.
lot of people, even high up, like A-listers, B-listers, they're on Instagram and they're just doing their own thing because they can't work.
Oh yeah. It's a
Yeah.
big
And you probably
um
have clients. Like, have you met some major celebrities that are clients of yours that are, maybe
uh
you probably can't talk about it too much, but
No,
yeah.
you need to keep everything separate. And I don't think, to be honest, that celebrities would want to disclose so many things to
They
someone
have to be careful. Yeah.
who's actually also a journalist. But I've met them. I've met a lot of them on round tables and interviews, and yeah, but I tried to keep it like very separate, to be honest with you.
I met Chris Cooper. Do you know Chris Cooper?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, and I also met the guy that made what's that? Twin Peaks. Do you know Twin Peaks?
Yeah, Kyle MacLachlan.
No, not the
The
star,
actor.
the creator, the
Oh, the
director.
Carter. Oh no, it's not Chris Carter.
No, he made X-Files. Yeah, he's great too.
X-Files. Yes.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Well, I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, he's awesome, and he directed Kyle in Dune. Did you ever see Dune?
I saw Dune. Yes, with Sting, right? Sting is in Dune.
Sting is in it, and Kyle is in it, and I think that was actually Kyle's debut.
They're actually doing a new Dune. Do you know that?
Are they?
Yeah, it's gonna
That's really
be.
cool.
I think it's been shot already, and it's gonna be released. I mean, it was supposed to be released in the fall.
David Lynch. David Lynch.
Yeah, David Lynch. Oh wow.
Have you met David?
No, I haven't met him. No.
He's a cool
I met
guy.
a lot of
He's
people.
a really cool guy.
Oh, I'm sure he is very creative.
And he's actually a healer too.
Actually,
in disguise as a director. He wrote an excellent book, and it's actually helped me a lot. And yeah, look up some of David Lynch's books.
Well, he's the one who he introduced the transcendental meditation.
Yes, transcendental meditation. Yeah.
To the world, like
yeah.
It's through him that the whole TM, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And he's still very involved. He's got a whole foundation, David Lynch Foundation. Amazing director, Eraserhead, you know, Dune, Twin Peaks. The list goes on. I mean, I think he's one of the best directors in Hollywood still.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. I did TM myself. I kind of learned it, though it's the most simple meditation. It's very efficient. So yeah.
And do you still do it every day?
I did a lot of things. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very curious of everything. I'm a Gemini, and so.
Oh, that's why we get along. I'm a Libra. Okay.
Oh, you're
Gemini
Libra.
And
yeah, it's great. Yeah, that's great.
Let's do a fist bump. Fist bump.
Yeah.
Bam.
What's your date of birth?
If I'm ever in LA, I'm definitely looking you up, Jean-Phillipe.
Oh yeah. What is your date of birth?
The 9th of September. No, sorry, 23rd of September.
23rd.
9th month, 23rd day. So I'm a cusp. I'm like a Virgo Libra. Right on the cusp.
You don't want to say the year? I
don't want to say the year. You were born in 1981, I can tell, because you look very young.
Oh yeah, thank you. Well, I wish. I wish.
I'm being kind, but I'm a kind person, so it comes naturally.
I can tell. Yeah, very soft guy.
Now, which do you identify with? The guru on the mountaintop or the wizard in the forest? If you had to choose.
I don't see myself as a guru.
I see you as a guru. I think you are a guru.
Maybe, but I don't. I noticed that sometimes it was like a little like surprising to me, but like people would like really call me for questions, obviously for tarot and everything, and they would be like waiting for the words to come out of my mouth, and like they would be, and it's a little frightening, you know, but like they would take everything so seriously, everything, you know, but I get messages for them. So
that's part of the inspiration for this show, is I find people take things way too seriously. Way too seriously. So I'm trying to show sort of a fun element of tarot, you know. I do serious readings too, but you know, I want to show
I mean, it's only when I say about tarot, by example, I say, you know, a lot of people say, oh, it's for entertainment only. The tarot is it's like a game in a way.
It is a game. Yeah, when they made it, the people that made it, the Rider-Waite deck, you know, the Rider-Waite deck.
Yeah, I always work with my French tarot.
I noticed, yeah, that's really cool. It's all a French deck. Yeah, Le Monde. You pulled Le Monde. You did a beautiful video on Instagram. For
Thank
those of
you.
you who don't know, JP is on Instagram. He's at JP Martin LA. Is that
LA?
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Thank you for mentioning it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I follow him. I find a lot of his posts really inspiring and just enjoyable. You pulled Le Monde the other day, and it was such a beautiful message. It was about acceptance and how
Yeah.
we, as you know, we're all going through this major transition, like this huge energy
Oh
shift.
yeah.
Everybody's going through it,
Oh yeah.
whether they realize it or not.
At different levels.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're all going to different levels. Yep.
And yeah, the message I was getting is that we are already accepting the world as it is, and also the peoples around us differences, because we're all different. And I think we're going to be less judgmental,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
and already like accepting, more tolerant toward each other. And that was the message. So see, I see the cards, I work with the cards, but at the same time I get this other, like, slightly different specific interpretation that I get. And it's like the guides are telling me things. I call them the guides because they're never my guides or your guides. They are the guides.
Yeah. Let's talk about the guides a little bit.
There are a lot of things. I hope
Now,
we're not
can I
too.
mention Elizabeth? Can I talk about Elizabeth? Do you want to talk about that?
My grandmother,
Your
yes,
grandmother. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. I'll let you tell us
Thank
about
you.
her.
Okay, so a long time ago, she's always been like protecting me when I was a kid, obviously, and she loved me, she adored me, and she knew I was so sensitive, hypersensitive. So long story short, she passed when I was 20 something, beginning of the 90s, I think, or end of the 80s.
Oh,
And yeah, and I always felt her next to me, always, like she
she's
was
always
like
there.
always
Yeah.
always there. And I could talk to her when I was going through, stuff, anxiety, depression. And I remember when I was like flying to LA, I was at the beginning, like I was doing a lot of like back and forth. I was on the plane and I was feeling like not so good, and she would literally tell me things, and I was writing, like it's called automatic
Oh, you do
writing.
that automatic writing. That's
Yeah,
cool.
and it started with her,
Wow.
like
Yeah.
telling me, reassuring me and comforting me, always positive messages. And she's always been right.
That's
And
amazing.
yeah, and it's still like it's still on. I know that if I have a question, or I feel a little, a little lost, or, she would like say things to me, sometimes very specific, very precise, that I would write down. And so, yeah, she's still around me. I believe that.
Wow.
Because the deceased people, I mean, if we love them and they love us on the earth, I mean, it's not because physically they are gone or they're not present anymore. The spirit, the soul, whatever you want to call it, it's still around, and it's still in our art. So you just have to call them in a way. It's like the guides. They're just waiting for us to call us, to call
Yeah.
them, yeah, to ask things, because that's what they
And
want.
you have to ask, I've heard, right? You have to
Yeah,
ask for help. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you
And they
can.
want to help us.
Yeah, they want.
Yeah.
They want to help, because they are there for that. They are around us to help, because mankind obviously we go through. It's a tough time for a lot of
Yeah.
people. So they think that we are very brave, actually.
Well, it's a tough time, JP, but I think it's also a huge opportunity, right? There's
It's
that old
always the
saying.
same. It can be, if it's an opportunity, it has to be a little hard, I have to say. How would I
Yeah.
say that? It has to be a little challenging.
Things could
uh,
get really tough. It's hard to say. Now we're having a tick naming contest. I have to do this for our
sure, sure,
sponsors.
sure, sure. Let's.
We have a tick naming contest. So we have this little tick here. I don't know if you can see him.
Oh my gosh.
Now that's a male tick. And if you do you have a name? He's a dude. I had a scientist. He told me that this is a male. And if you have a name for him, we'll enter it into the contest and see what happens.
Yeah, you can call it, I don't know.
What do the guides say? Can you channel them that easily, or?
Well, my surname was Pilou.
Pilou?
Pilou. Yes.
Pilou. Okay, I like that.
Pilou in French, but maybe you can adapt it in English.
Do you know what it means? What would it be?
No, it's just the surname that the nurse when I was born like said, oh.
Pilou. I love it. That could be a winner. That might be a winner.
So because I feel this guy is actually he's a cute little guy. He's a good creature.
Yeah, ticks. It's funny. Like I found these. They came in on my clothing because we have a big problem with ticks in my area. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of deer, so there's a lot of ticks. And they came in my clothing. But these animals, these entities, they have a huge energy. Like you can sense them in the room, and they do what they call seeking, where they put their front hands up, and they're actually arachnids. They're part spider, where they are spiders technically, and they do what they call seeking. And I could feel this guy doing this from across the room, and they're just little tiny things. So a tiny creature with a huge energy. Very interesting creatures. I mean, you don't want to get them inside you, because what they do is they burrow into your body, and you really don't want that. But you have to respect them as a creature still.
You know, every creature has a role, has a part to play in this whole big picture of universe. I never touch an insect. I never kill. I mean, it's something I just
for you,
don't.
yeah. A lot of people kill spiders, but you know, you really should.
I try to take them. I
Yeah.
try to put them outside the best way I can do it. But why kill? Why kill?
Exactly. You're a good person for doing that, Jean.
Well, I try to, yes.
Yeah. Now, are you a taco expert? Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. Do you have some big plans?
No, I love taco though.
Me too, yeah.
At some point, on Tuesdays, a few months ago, I was doing Taro Tuesday instead of Taco Tuesday.
Oh, cool! I like that.
So I was like, doing Taro. I should do that again on Instagram Live, and I was like answering people's questions and live. Yeah.
You want me to pull a card for you, JP?
Oh, if you want to, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I do that for myself a lot. Yeah, I like the cap.
Purple hat.
Yeah, purple.
I wear a purple hat because there are some gang problems here, and most gangs they either have red or blue. Oh, and okay. I like to say I'm not part of any tribe. I care about people, so I go with purple.
Well, purple is the color of spirituality. You know, it's the color also of the royalty. Oh, perfect! Beautiful cards. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, number 4.
Can you tell me which deck are you?
Yeah, I'll show you the deck. So you pulled Firm Foundation. So you're on the right path according to this deck. You know, according to my guides, if I have guides. I do have guides. Of course you do. I shouldn't say if. This deck. No, you... So Firm Foundation, you're on the right track, and the sky is the limit, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you're already doing well, but I think you're going to be huge, JP.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, not from this show though. We don't have any viewers, so it won't be from this show. Don't worry.
Oh, at least I met you.
So this is the Psychic Tarot, John Holland.
Oh, okay.
Do you know him?
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. I love it. John Holland, he's international. He's been featured on the History Channel, A&E, Unsolved Mysteries, johnholland.com. So, yeah.
So it's not the traditional tarot deck, right?
I have the Rider-Waite deck. It's not as nice as yours because it's in English, but
no, but they have, it's fine. I mean, they have hundreds of. Let me pick a few cards for you.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I want you to pull some too.
Yeah. You're
the first tarot card reader I've had on. The last guy, I'm not even sure he was a real person. I mean, I'm so fortunate that you're actually a real person.
Do you do the Zoom thing every week, or?
I'm gonna try to do 2 a week. So we'll do a Monday show and then a Friday show.
That's great.
Yeah,
So
I'd love to have you on again. Maybe, you know, once we'll cycle through people.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
So Tim is your name. I need your name.
Hmm.
And
23rd of September.
September.
Yeah. Which I think makes me a cusp. I'm not an astrologer myself, but I'm learning.
Uh,
Have
yeah,
you
you're
read
at the
Linda
very,
Goodman's book,
very big.
Star Signs? Have you read this book, JP? That's
I
another
have.
good book. Star
Oh, okay,
Signs. It's an older book, but a good one.
okay. No, I don't know.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah,
She'll
you
pass
are
on,
right
but
at the beginning of the balance. You're very sensitive, a good heart.
I
It's not
try.
always.
I try.
The guides are saying like sometimes people can take advantage of you.
That's true. Yeah, I
Is
think
it
that
true?
happens. Yeah.
Okay. So because you
Sometimes
tonight.
I'm aware of it, JP, and I let them because the only currency I believe is actually people, right? The only currency is love. That's the only currency in this world.
Mhm.
So if people want to take advantage of me for paper money or for profit, okay, but you know, you know about karma, right? It's going to come
Oh
back on them
yeah,
in the end. So
yeah. They're telling me also it's part of your learning for your soul, but you should be aware of that. That because you know you have a very kind heart, and so yeah. So this is an option that people may take advantage. Let's see now. See, I have some things like intuitively coming to me on top of the I mean with the cards also. Uh, it seems like you're also at the beginning of something. It's very it's the start of something for you. It's if that makes sense. I don't know if it's the what you're doing now with
every day is a new day, JP.
absolutely. But have you
Check,
been
check.
doing
Unnecessary mic check. Unnecessary mic check too. Sorry about that.
have you been doing
We do things like that
do you have
occasionally.
do you have a regular job or
A regular job. I deliver the news. So that's an irregular job. I have a lot of irregular jobs. I do lawn maintenance. I love being outside in nature. So lawn maintenance to me
oh
is
that's good.
actually a joy. I enjoy doing it because you're out there. I mean, it's work, but I just love being out with the trees and the grass and the hedges. It's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
And I
it's
do tarot reading as well. Like I'm setting up tarot reading through Instagram, as many are, you know.
of
Yeah.
course. But I see there is something the newest thing that you I don't know what is the most recent thing that you started. It's gonna grow. Maybe it's more on the spiritual
Hmm.
side. Let's see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like getting people together like you do online, like
I do
having
it in
like
person too. It's interesting. It's almost like I'm not even planning it, JP. It's like I'm making all these connections, and it's like something is putting people together in
hmm
ways that has never happened before. Like fated meetings. A lot of fated meetings are happening.
yeah. So yeah, you're gonna do that more, and also yeah, like like you're connecting people, like you just said. So there's a very young and you're a very young energy, okay? Very I wouldn't say boyish, but a little bit.
Well, I feel like, do you want to talk about past lives at all? I feel like you've been here before,
Oh,
probably.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know how many.
You know about your past lives? Yeah.
I had like 836 something past lives. Okay.
Wow. That's a huge amount.
Yeah, that's a
See, I
lot.
feel like I've been to Earth before, but maybe like only 4 or 5 times, not that many.
No,
Yeah.
you've been maybe 100 times, which is new.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
But it's still a young soul. And
Yeah.
that's the energy I
That's
feel
considered
about,
young.
I see
Yeah.
about you. Okay. So you're here to learn. That's why you sometimes you do a lot of things at the same
Trial
time.
and error. Oh
Okay.
no, I knocked over another glass of water. Oh geez.
Are you clumsy a little bit?
Oh, I'm very clumsy. Yeah, my
Uh,
nickname is actually Hazard. I should show
oh,
you my bike helmet if I have it. I don't have it here, but my
okay.
bike helmet says Hazard on it, you know, because I am a hazard. It's my golf nickname too. Do you golf, JP?
I don't. No.
Your president is a big golfer, is that right?
I know. Yes.
I know, yes, he is.
Let's not do politics.
You know that guy, we won't talk about it, but he owns 17 golf courses, which
I
seems a little
know.
excessive to me, but anyway, that's enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was about to say, yes, the clumsy. It's all related to this young energy, and you're like sometimes trying out so many things,
Too much
and
energy sometimes,
so if I may say, there's a blockage that would need to be well addressed in your energy, in your system. Um,
yeah. Oh, I lost your sound, JP. The sound. We lost the sound.
oh,
There it is. Okay, sound is back. We got you
oh,
back.
it's back. Okay,
Perfect. Yeah.
so maybe you didn't need to hear that. That's why.
We missed something. Okay.
Okay, so there's something a little off in your energy, but I think it's physical actually. Okay,
Okay, interesting.
and I see it's gonna get reversed. Do you think of something specific that you have health-wise, or are you working on something? But
Uh, I don't know, just generally, I need to do more yoga. I'm exercising a lot more. I feel great. I feel 20 again because I'm biking. I actually, my car committed suicide about a month ago. The parking brake I think was on, but maybe it was off, and it rolled down a hill.
oh, okay.
I was doing a delivery, and then I turned around, and my car was gone, just gone. And
Oh,
he had
okay.
rolled down a hill and parked itself perfectly between two dumpsters. But it actually was a blessing. It was one of those tragedies that was a blessing because now I'm biking everywhere. I'm walking. I feel great.
Oh, okay. So you never hurt any of no bones, nothing.
No, I haven't had health problems that I know of. So
It's okay.
yeah.
But I think it's there's a shift in energy coming back by the end of the year, like around November or something.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
maybe it's also could it be emotional also a little bit, like a little slowdown. Okay. Well, we're not doing like this is live for everybody, so that's not a private
This
thing.
is really interesting because I'm seeing how you work, and it's an opportunity for other people to see how you work,
Yeah.
and the potential for healing. I think is great. You
It's
know, because
just
if
giving
people
people.
experience blockages, they need to get rid of those so they can move forward in
Mhm,
their life.
mhm. Okay. That could be also um, a financial shift, like it would slow down. There's a slowdown, obviously, for a lot of people. And then next year, it's like suddenly coming back. Uh, uh, Everything, I think, I was talking to the guides and um, asking them like, is this gonna get better for the world? Like, can we go back to? And I had a big yes. Though the world is never gonna be the same, but I think it's gonna be there's gonna be a reboot kind of thing for the world, and so that's what I see also for you. But this is very interesting because a lot of people I draw the cards for, it's the same thing. Like it's like slowing down and like kind of like some blockages right now, and then by October per se, it's like taking off again, like unblock.
Cool.
Okay.
Astral
So,
travel. We'll do astral travel in this realm, right? We'll
oh, we
start
can.
actually flying, maybe.
Yeah, we
Maybe.
can.
Who knows, right? I
Maybe
think it's
just
positive. I think what's going on is actually very tragic, and there's a lot of problems for people. But I think the result is going to be very positive.
yeah. Also
I believe that.
because we're gonna, people are gonna know they're gonna start wandering because of this like frozen time where we are all stuck in a way, but it's not really stuck. So we have this opportunity to really think about what we want to be, what we want to do in this life, and what we were doing before. We can question: was it the right thing to do? Really, was I
Probably not.
happy?
Yeah,
You know?
probably not. I mean, a lot of people are chasing the money because that's sort of what's been taught to us. But everybody's waking up in ways that are really phenomenal and amazing. People are
Yeah,
connecting with the earth again. I think it's wonderful.
nature. Yeah,
Yeah, are you a bird watcher, JP? Do you get
I
out
can
there?
tell. I can tell you are.
I
No,
am.
but
I love watching birds. Yeah.
why?
Do you have
Why?
any
Why?
hobbies? You have any hobbies you're willing to discuss with us?
Well, movies, obviously.
Movies.
Yeah,
Okay, what's your
because
favorite movie? I love
oh
movies.
my gosh, I love Blade Runner, all these futuristic
The
movies.
first Blade Runner or the
Oh
new
yeah,
rendition?
I saw the second one was a little less,
Not as
yeah,
good.
not as good. Did you
So
see
you
both?
like Harrison Ford? Have you ever interviewed Harrison Ford?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
not the most, how would I say, he's not the warmest person.
No, he's not. But that's kind of how he made his career, right? He's kind of that acerbic, a little bit
Yeah,
edgy guy. That's how he
he
made
d-
his career. Yeah.
he doesn't like the journalist, obviously, but
No,
he's
he's like he's always wary that there's going to be a pitfall, even if you're not out to trap him. They're always
yeah.
very suspicious, right?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, yeah, but he's good. I saw yesterday they were airing. I think Lost the Indiana Jones on CBS, the very old movie. I mean, I don't know in the
Did you
80s.
ever see Glengarry Glen Ross? See, I like the art films. Did you ever see that one?
Oh, I must have seen it. Yes. So you like the art independent movie?
Ed Harris is in it.
Oh, I like Ed Harris.
Yeah, he's in it. I guess we can't talk about Spacey, right? Can we still talk about Kevin Spacey, or is he off the
Where is
list?
he? He's home probably.
Yeah, he's probably at home.
Yeah, I don't think he did something right. So, but
Who
I
knows?
actually saw him in Cannes at the festival in 1997. So I'm not that young.
Did you interview him?
No, I just
No,
saw him. He was there for L.A. Confidential, was a movie.
I haven't seen. Oh, yeah, I have seen that. Yeah, I have seen it.
Curtis
Yeah.
Hanson, and yeah. Anyway, I just saw him in an elevator. But yeah, I mean, these people.
He's an interesting actor, and I
He's a
mean,
great actor.
yeah, it's unfortunate that he had those personal problems. Did you ever see Swimming with Sharks?
I don't think I did.
See
No.
Swimming with Sharks. It's him and Frank Wally. You probably know Frank Wally.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
and Frank Wally, I think, was a producer on that. I could be wrong, but basically, I think Spacey is playing himself because he's
Hmm.
kind of an a-hole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's
Well,
basically playing himself.
a little bit like Harrison Ford in a way. Like no, but he plays with who he is, you know, and
Yeah,
they don't take huge risks probably
yeah.
because they don't want to get out of the comfort zone of who they are. Yeah, but I love movies, and I wish the movie theaters would go back to normal because it would be
Yeah.
a
There's a
big
lot of
loss.
great films. Princess Bride. Do you know Princess Bride?
Yeah,
It's a
Robin
great
Wright.
movie.
Yeah, all the fantasy movies. Yeah.
Do you want me to say your website, JP?
Oh
It's
yeah, please.
yeah, jpmartinhealing.com. I won't say your phone number because you'll get crank calls. Do you want crank calls? We could crank call you.
Uh, yeah, but my phone,
Okay, we'll crank call you on the next show.
I
Uh,
prefer emails or
email.
even
Good man.
or texting me.
Text is better. Okay. Any
Oh,
hashtags you're promoting?
everything on my website you will find. I mean, my phone number, my rates for the readings,
It's all there.
the
I love
fee.
your t-shirt. Are you selling those t-shirts? That's really
I
cool.
can.
Stand up so we can see it.
I have a few of them.
Yeah, those are wonderful. Oh, you do sell those. Yeah, those are yours. So it's got the hand.
Yeah,
It
it's
says you're a healer and you're a seer.
I created them.
Those are wonderful. Yeah, so go to the website, jpmartinhealing.com, buy a t-shirt. thank you for coming on. We'd love to
Thank
have you
you.
again, and we will crank call you at some point.
Thank you so much, Tim.
Thanks, JP.
Have
Have
a
a
good
great
day.
day.
Okay,
Get
bye-bye.
outside. Go outside.
Yes.
Go swimming.
Yeah, I go. Thank you so much, okay?
Thank you.